Hello everyone, let me show you arithmetic operators. So inside the script we'll delete the first line. We're going to create a local variable and we'll call it chickens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 2 plus 2 and it will print out chickens variables. Okay, so when we test this, we can click test run. I'm going to use a shortcut. I'm going to directly say F8. Let's open the output so we can see our code. Now if we look down here, we see 4. That is because chickens is 2 plus 2 and that is 4. Now we've done addition. Now let's do the other operators like subtraction. So we're going to say cows equals to 2 minus 1, and I'm going to say fishes equals to 2 times 2, and I'm going to say sheep equals to, let's make it 10 divided by 5. Let's print each one of these out. Okay, so we have cows, which will be 1, because 2 minus 1. We have 2 times 2 for fishes, which will be 4. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So let's test that. And here we have our numbers. 4 for the first one, chickens, 1 for cows, and 4 for fishes, and 2 for sheep. Okay guys, let's comment out these lines. You can do a shortcut by saying Control/. So now let's look at another operator, which is another 2, exponents and modulus. So we're going to say local. I'm just going to call it also, let's call it cubed. So what I'm going to do is do number 2, and with this symbol you can use exponents. So 2, and we're going to put to the power of 3 or cubed. And that just means 2 times 2 times 2. And next we're going to use the modulus. I'm going to call it also modulus. I'm going to say 5, and then this percentage symbol, and we put 2. So what this does is it says 2 divided by 5, and what is the remainder? So the remainder is 1, since 2, 4, and it can't go inside 5 again, so only 1 remains. So when we print this out, we see we get 8 for cubed variable, and modulus is 1. Now let's delete everything in the script. I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to call it number1, and I'm going to assign it to a number value of 2. So now I'm going to reassign this number1, and I'm going to use also number1 minus 1. So what will happen here is we're reassigning number1 with this sign equal symbol. Then we're saying number1, which is 2, because we created it here at the top, and then 2 minus 1. So we subtract 1 and we print this, and we test it. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay guys, let's delete line 2 and 3. I'm going to create 2 more variables, and I'm going to call them number 2, and I'm going to give it the value of 2 also, and I'm going to create another variable called number 3, and I'm going to give it a value of 2 as well. So let's now create a variable. I'm going to call it combined. I'm going to say number 1 plus number 2 plus number 3. So we just created a new variable called combined, and we're just assigning it to all these variables combined. So 2 plus 2 plus 2. And we print this out and test this. And there you see we have 6 inside our output. Now let's say you wanted to do a multiplication here at the end. So you want to say multiply 2 times 3. So if you think this would be 2 plus 2, which is 4, and you think it would be 4 times 2, which should be 8. In this case it doesn't work like that, because the the multiplication precedes the division. So it will first be 2 times 3, and then this one plus that. So let me show you what the output is. So the output is 6. So the output is 6 because, let me show you here. So if we add, we're going to replace this with the number. So 2 plus 2 times 2. So in Lua, this one precedes, the multiplication precedes addition. So it will be first 2 times 2. So that would be 2 plus, what's 2 times 2? That is 4. And then the equal, it will be now equal to 6. Okay, I'm going to delete these lines. Now if you want to have these numbers combined first, what you would do is just put them in left and right parentheses. So now, since left and right parentheses I think has the highest order, you can just, this one will go first and then the multiplication. So if we look at that, it would be 2 plus 2, which is 4, and then 4 times 2, which would be equal to 8. So if we test this, you see here we have 8. Okay guys, there's another operator called Unary. I don't think I've ever used it, but just know that exists, and it's like this, the subtraction symbol.